What up, y'all? Y'all want to hear another story with your boy as I open up these Pokemon cards? I hope you all do. I'm practicing my story. I'm practicing how to become not just an influential person, but someone who knows how to tell stories. I'm so short-winded. I feel like I'm a decent public speaker, but I'm just not the greatest storyteller. You know? I am not the greatest storyteller, and I'm trying to become a better storyteller. And so I hope that throughout this process, I get to show off some good Pokemon cards while also sharing some insightful, amazing stories with you all and broadening my storytelling capabilities. I want to be able to relate to people. I want to be able to share wisdom with people, educate people in any way that I can. And I just want to encourage people as well. Me and my daughter, we've been relating and being able to communicate with one another through Pokemon and building this bond through this show, through the game, through the collection, through the collecting of Pokemon cards. And it's built confidence in myself and being able to speak more to things that I like. You know, we grow old in this life and you try to wonder, like, you start to build your family, you become married and you start having kids and you start forgetting about some of the things that you like. I started reliving a bunch of childhood dreams. I remember not being able to afford Pokemon cards. I remember being on vacation with my parents and, you know, yeah, they could have bought me everything I wanted, but they didn't typically spoil me. You know, like some kids, they ask for everything and their parents give it to them. That wasn't my parents. I had great parents. They just didn't spoil me, and I thank them for it. Like I'm trying not to spoil my kids. Just because we go into a store doesn't mean I'm gonna buy you every little thing you want just because you say that you want it, right? And so I remember a few times being on vacation, and I believe we're in Wisconsin Dells. We're just out walking the strip. Pokemon was very popular at the time, and I had a love for Pokemon. And I wanted to buy some Pokemon cards, and I just remember as a kid how expensive these cards were. And it was like, man, Gyarados is so expensive. Like, I remember seeing singles, and they were so expensive at the time. I remember seeing packs, and they were so, I mean, the jungle packs at the time, they were so expensive. I don't remember the exact price. I mean, they were probably like 16 bucks, for a pack back then, early 2000s, late 90s back then. I can't remember the exact price. Probably like 16, 20, less than 20, but maybe 20 bucks, 25 bucks. And now just like it being an adult and going back to some of the things that I enjoy in life, I'm at the point in life where I can start going back to the things that make me happy, and collecting these cards, they make me happy. Look at that foil on that Gyarados. Come on. That thing is a beauty, isn't it? You see the foil in the back? It's not shadowless. I forget what you call it. Someone in the comments will have to help me. Listen, I'm just coming back into the game, y'all. I mean, back when in the day it was just called holographic. We didn't have, before shadowless and reverse holographics came about, like it was just holographic. You either had a holographic or you had a Japanese card, or you just had a regular card. You know what I mean? And back then some regular cards were really nice. And holographics were the thing to get because they were so rare at the time. So someone in the comments are gonna have to help. What was it when you just got the foil in the back but not on the actual character, not on the actual Pokemon? What's that called? Shiny? I don't know. Yeah, someone's gonna have to help me. But this was always a card, one of my favorite Pokemon that I liked growing up. Look at this guy, dude. This big old fish. Kind of reminds you of like a catfish, doesn't he? Like the king of the sea. It's like a catfish on steroids. Look at that. He's got his whiskers and stuff. It's a beauty, isn't it? So I got the Dark Gyarados from the Pokemon Celebrations. I got a bunch from the Celebrations collection, classic collection. And this guy, he's a Dark Gyarados, so he's from Team Rocket. And this was released in 2021. I think I've got a few So I'm super ecstatic about this guy and adding him to the collection. This dude is a monster. And I remember Magikarp, watching the show growing up, watching Magikarp grow into this guy. Ah, man. It was like, this was one of the back. See, let me put you all on game. All the OGs know this, but some of you new Pokemon fans, back in the day, watching that little fish who couldn't do anything. He couldn't even, I think he had like one attack that did nothing really, or if he even, I can't even remember. Didn't he have like one attack he didn't do anything with it, right? And then when he evolved into this guy, oh man, this was like one of the best evolutions. Watching that little Magikarp who couldn't do anything grow into this, oh man, it's bringing back so many memories. Yeah, look at that. That Gyarados. They say sometimes we have to hit rock bottom. Well, this guy, he definitely glowed up when he evolved into a Gyarados. This dude Magikarp was definitely bullied back in the day. And you know what? He said, I'm gonna go from Urkel to Stefan. And that's what I think when I look at this Gyarados card. Look at this guy. You see the Magikarp? That little Magikarp, he couldn't do anything. He got enough of the bullying. He was like, I'm gonna glow up. I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna transform. I'm gonna evolve into Gyarados. So that's exactly why I got this card, y'all. It's a reminder that it's never over. It's never over. Who would have thought this childhood fantasy of mine would be coming to fruition later on in my life? Isn't it a beauty? Look at that. So yeah, shout out to this guy, Gyarados. Can't wait to add him to the rest of the collection. And until next time.